Hey guys, this is gonna be a little longer video, and there's probably no music in this video. I'm probably not doing any editing at all. I just want to do a more serious video, basically talking about why it was gone the last few days and see the future of this channel, because the news we just received kind of finalized what I'm doing with the channel. Completely finalized, right? So, first things first, the reason why I've been gone for the last few days was because you didn't know, my good friend Gotch Talks, it was 2 days ago. Hadn't really thought about what his act was, cause yeah, he passed away in his battle against COVID, and yeah. Um, it hit me hard. It did. When I first found out about it, when I first saw it, I was just in shock. I literally sat there in a VC with a friend, just staring at the screen, just in shock for like 5 minutes. I heard, if you didn't know, I live with Iggy, right? Iggy's my roommate. I walked outside and I heard Iggy came out of his room. I was like, told him like, hey, Gotcha passed away, and his face turned into shock. I was in shock. I went back in my room, sat down. I didn't feel any emotion. I just sat there shocked, just staring at the screen. And for the other thing, I did it like 10-15 minutes, and then it finally hit me. It finally just hit me all in just a big rush. And I left BC. I couldn't stay. I told my friend, hey, I gotta go, and I just left. And I just sat there, staring at my screen, tears rolling down my eyes, and then I went and laid down and just stared at the ceiling for like the next few hours until my friend pulled me to VC and played games, tried to cheer me up. It hit me hard. I had to take a few days off after that. I couldn't. I took a few days off from 5-9. I took a few days off from recording. I took a few days off from everything, and I just hung out with my IRL friends and just basically stayed with them for a while because I kind of just needed it. I needed someone there. They were there. You never know when someone's going to leave you. You never know when your last moments are going to be with. So make sure that after just go and tell your friends, your family that you love them. You care for them. Tell them whenever you want to tell them. Don't make sure you at least attempt not to have any regrets. Gotcha was a good man. He didn't deserve this. Okay, I had the pause recording because I couldn't keep. He was a good man. He was, no matter what you did or who you were, he was there supporting you. You could shoot him in the heart, and in his last moments, then he would still be there supporting your decision and being there for you. He was always there for anyone, no matter what. The type of person who would be your wingman. The type of person who would hype you up. He would be there to support you, whatever you were doing. Whenever I was back making my old thumbnails that I had, those were garbage thumbnails, and he was just hyping me up. He was hyping me up, saying my thumbnails are getting good, they're getting amazing, they're getting better, just constantly pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. He was a good person. He was a very good person. That explains. I had to pause again. That explains why I was gone for the last few. This obviously I'm recording this for start recording more Unite, but I'm gonna try to find a way to record Unite Mobile because it is Unite, and that's what I am covering. This is my final Grandcross video, basically the video by Grandcross until Slime release. Um, the news that we received, we got dev notes right in global. Had some we had some dev notes on global a few days ago, and they were pretty good. I mean, they said some stuff, and I liked what they said, but at the same time, I didn't get my hopes up because they've been known in the past to have good dev notes and promising dev notes, and promising stuff out of those dev notes just did not come. Yeah. And we can see all this, and like there's a bunch of good stuff here, and they're like, oh, they're gonna try to fix stuff, not do this terrible stuff in the future, or have solutions. And then their solution was this, and it's like I'm not. As I said, I'm not recording this game anymore. I'm not gonna cover it. I don't want to cover it. This game. If the devs do see this, and everything, right? If the devs do see this, they might. I don't know. I might post it to the forums. What you did when you went from this, you gave us a nice, delicious cup of tea, hot chocolate, coffee, whatever type of drink you like. And then when you gave us this, you took it back from us, spit in it in our face, put it back down and said, "Here you go." That's the best analogy I can say for what you did. And it just makes me mad because like you have this game format that is so good for mobile games, that works so perfectly well. Have this creation in the palm of your hands that could make you so much money and be such a popular game, but you took the steps that you did. And yeah, so let's say I'm in the eyes of a new player, right? I come in. Well, first off, number one, I need 8 units for PvP. That each unit I need to level 90, SA6, get UR equipment 4, get max dupes 4, as many dupes as I can, get the relics, get their costumes, upgrade their costumes, upgrade their affection, and then of course I also have to now, and then of course I have to do that for every other unit. All 8 of those units for just PvP. And then of course you have your demon teams, and then you have your guild boss teams, and then you have your auto team, your farming team, and then of course, and they'll probably mix up with each other, but there's some general like final boss units you're gonna need. But it's not only that; it's just that also the main PvP teams are made up of festivals and seasonal units. So like Margaret is a festival unit, and Green Gother is a seasonal unit, and the seasonal units don't usually come back except for like once or twice a year. So you're stuck there. You literally cannot do anything there. You're stuck there. You can't get the season unit currently. Turn 1, you can't compete in PvP. Like, okay, well, what about the secondary team? Secondary team, Bond team, Festival team. Well, guess what? Bond's not coming back except for once, maybe once every like 4 months. And you have to pull on a 70 character banner now with no guarantee to get him to attempt to get the Bond. And it's telling me the same for Goddess Liz. If you want to try to run the Goddess Liz team, okay, we can't really run that team because you don't have the festivals. Okay, what about Lolly Merlin's team? Well, you can't even run Lolly Merlin's team because one of them's a collab unit, and the collab unit banners are not coming back right away. We don't know when they're coming back, if they're gonna come back. So, as a new player, you physically, literally can not play PvP. You cannot play PvP. I'm probably am gonna cut part of this out. I'm gonna cut part of this. I'm gonna cut the specific section about Grandcross and post in the forums. I need the dev team to see this. As a brand new player in the game, you cannot play PvP. That is your main focus of the game. That's the thing. You're a PvP game, so your main aspect is PvP. Now, how would that look to a new player if you literally cannot play PvP? You can't just come in with a Fez team and play PvP because those Fez units are no longer available. Because you decided that you're going to remove the Fez units that are not the main Fez unit off the banner, completely remove them off future banners, or Fez banners, instead combine basically part 1, part 2, part 3, which is like 6 units in total, and in 1 week, a month, have one Fez unit on there that you can try to pull. That's terrible. That's really, really bad. not only does that like devalue the Fez banners that come out from now on, it also makes it where a new player physically cannot play the game. They just cannot play the game because even then, they cannot compete in Guild Boss. They can't compete Final Boss. They can't compete in any form of these rankings to get these rewards because you literally remove the ability that they have to actually compete. Now these new players not only have to get all these characters and spend months and months at a time getting these characters ready for PvP and Guild Boss and other content, but they also can't even get the characters they need to complete the content because you remove the characters. You remove the capability of them ever being able to actually be able to play the game. This to me is you signing off your notice to quit. This is you signing off to giving your notice to the boss saying, hey, I'm quitting in a week. This is you signing off that. You are signing your own death contract because you literally cannot actually compete in any form of content because the units you need are Fez units or seasonal units. And you can't get those. So why would any sensible person, even non-sensible people, want to play this? There's no new person out there would want to play this game. I'm sorry, they'll play the game, right? They'll join it, and then once they actually, get past chapter 6, once they hit chapter 6 and past that, and then they actually try to compete in the other modes and stuff, they just can't. Then they'll say, oh wait, I really can't because all the units I need are seasonal or festival. Units don't come back ever anymore. And then they'll just quit the game because they literally cannot play the content that's given to them. You took a double barrel shotgun and shot yourself in the foot. You didn't even take a pistol. You took a shotgun and shot yourself in the foot here. This is a really, really bad move. And I really, really hope for the future of the game, because you have an amazing type of gameplay. For the future of this game, you do take this back. This is like the one time I'm legitimately asking you. Like, there's other times where it's like, oh, this is bad, but we could survive through it. No, this will legitimately actually is one of those times where it could actually legitimately kill the game, because there won't be a path of like, there won't be like a bunch of new players coming in, because there's no reason for them to play the game. Because the way they have this set up is Vaughn, who is used for a bunch of final bosses, or no, let's do better. Let's say Margaret. Margaret could not appear at all in this 60 thing banners coming next week, 60-person banner, for the next 6 to 7 months. Because who knows what order they're going in. Well, you're just screwed there. You can't play the Lolly Merlin team. And then if you want to play the Goddess Liz and Eskener team, it's not that good anymore, but if you still want to play it, that's still a team you can use in PvP. You're going to pull in 2 separate times with no guarantee, no pity, nothing at all guaranteeing you that you're getting that Fez unit. I'm sorry, developers, but this is the one time you actually legitimately shot yourself in the foot. Like, there's other times where it seemed like it, but there's those times we could push through it, right? This is not something you can just push out and expect new players to look at and say, oh, I want to play this game looks fun. There is so much you have to do. I didn't even mention the amount of time you have to grind for equipment if you're a new player. When I started out, I remember I spent overnight, several days just going overnight grinding, trying to get just a good piece of equipment, right? And this is before Anvil came out, as Anvil rerolls came out. But I mean, now you can just get a decent one in Anvil roll, but even then, you nerfed the Anvil rolls. You nerfed the amount of times we can get Anvils. So as a new player, you just nerfed their way of actually being able to get a good piece of equipment for actually competing geared. And geared's already garbage because of the rules. No one literally, if you look at any YouTube video that features geared versus ungeared, geared gets less views. No one wants to watch geared. No one wants to play geared because geared is a game mode that no one likes because of PvP rules. If you were to take PvP rules, move to a different game mode, or just have a separate geared game mode without PvP rules, it would be played because people would like it. But you don't. And you just don't. have these people rules so no one wants to touch geared because it's like, why would I touch this thing I already have to compete in with other people and wells and stuff with gear and stuff? It's like they already have to compete as a free to play, really, really badly compete, and then on top of that, they have to deal with the rules and work around that with new units when they don't just have the capabilities to spend new resources and new units just like that. Please, I'm not gonna cover this game anymore except for slime. I'm sorry. When rerun comes back, I'll cover this game some more because I like slime. Slime's my favorite anime. I don't want to cover a game that's shooting stuff in the foot as my main game. That's why I think I'm sticking to Unite. The sticking to Unite also opens up the future possibility of me playing the Pokemon game or streaming it to YouTube or whatever, because my channel's gonna be focused on Pokemon. I love the gameplay of this game. I really do. I think the gameplay of this game is amazing. But you as developers need to actually please, for the love of God, listen and change this. You don't understand how bad you're shooting someone in the foot. You have to think about the new players. You could just keep going with your current players, but your current players are leaving. They legitimately have stated, your big boy YouTubers, your Nagato, your Speedy, like these top ones have actually stated on Twitter they want to leave for the slime gotcha it's released in November. They want to stop covering Grandcross. You have to understand, these are the people that they don't have to just stop covering it. They could just keep making videos, keep making the money, and you know they literally earn the money back from their videos to keep making videos over it. They could just keep doing that, right? They could just keep doing it, just keep doing it for the money. No, they want to play a game they actually like, and they want to play a game that is good. They don't want to play a game that likes to shoot stuff in the foot and try to kill its game. These people are the people who give your game coverage, who pushes your game out there, and you're about to lose them because of this. If you somehow didn't watch Nag's latest video, or not the latest, it was like a day or two ago, he covered this, and he's not happy about it. He's not. Speedy's not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. Seaton, who doesn't even cover it, said something about it. He himself said something about these dev notes, and he doesn't cover this game anymore. He stopped months ago. I don't know what else to say. I really don't. I think I am gonna upload this full video on YouTube, and I'm gonna cut out the Grandcross part, separate it, and then upload it to the forums and tag Gold, because I did go on rain here, but I think that a lot of people are feeling the same way I am. And when I do post this forum, if you do watch the end, if you don't feel the same way as I do, you know, just comment down below. Tell me what you feel, please. Like, comment on my post. I want to hear what everyone has to say about this. Even I'm a small YouTuber. I don't have much. My channel, if we go to YouTube, right? And let's go to ArkhIce. Caps lock. So my bad. I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not. I have 187 subscribers. I'm not huge. My greatest video, or my Grandcross video, of course, Pitter Patter Pop. I don't get very many views. I don't. Why is that up here? Interesting. Oh, those are my old videos. God, those are old. Oh god, I went from this to that. Jesus. But I don't get very many views. I don't have that much audience, but I still make videos because I love making videos. I love making content. And I love making content. I love summoning Arthur. I love making the tier list. I enjoyed playing the Lonely Merlin team. I love Sario. I loved covering this game because its gameplay I actually legitimately liked. But I don't want to cover this game anymore. Like, I stopped covering this game for a while just to cover Unite because I wanted to break from covering this game. And then when I was thinking about coming back, I was thinking about coming back covering this game anymore. you gave me this, and it's just like, yeah, that just ends future players. Like, there's no reason for future players to play this game, and that tells me this game's going to die in a year or two if they don't change this. If they keep going like this, the game is literally going to die in a year or two because it has no new downloads, there's no new players, no new people supporting the system. While all these other old whales are leaving the game and don't want to spend money in the game anymore, the game's not going to make money. The game's going to crash and die. Because there's no reason to keep going. There's not. There's no reason to keep going. You might as well just take your money as a whale, move to a different game that has similar gameplay, or similar just the game that you like, and then just move on to there. That's the better way to handle it. Or, as you know, a lot of gotcha tubers keep saying, the crypto market, because there are the NFT games, and they are getting popular. They are gaining popularity, and they're going, honestly, probably going to replace gotcha games in the next 4 to 5 years because they're just better for the player. I hate NFTs, but I'm stating facts that it's better for the player, right? That's where I'm going to end it. I'm not going to anymore. I'll see you guys in